Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group will present for assignment 1 subject LAN682 Urban Landscape Management. So we choose our site is Hampton Place, UNA, Canada. So our team members is me, Arif bin Saleh, and Hazim Haziq, and also Aida Hanim. Okay, now I will start for the introduction part. Landscape Management Plan (LMP) is a detailed written guide that explains how to care for the managed and specific outdoor area of development. So it helps property owners, designers, and maintenance teams to keep the landscape looking good and healthy, following the original design and environmental goals. The plan includes instruction on how to maintain plants, lawns, paths, lighting, and other features. So the next part is for aim. The first aim is to enhance the quality and accessibility and sustainability of urban green spaces within the UNA area. And the next one is to improve the environmental resilience, biodiversity, and the well-being of residents. The next part is for objective to improve connectivity among green spaces to support biodiversity and ecosystem services. And the last one is to engage local community and stakeholder in the planning and maintenance process. The next one is maintenance and marketing strategies. Number 1 is adoption and incremental implementation, which is balancing quality, sustainability, cost, and prioritization, evaluation of service level shift. Number 2 is financial accountability and budgeting. Focus collaboration with UBC Properties Trust, Musquim partners, and resident informed daily management and long-term planning. Number 3 is specified types of landscape and maintenance. The maintenance activity and frequency are clearly defined of each landscape type and level to ensure clarity for contractors and staff. Number 4 is environmental stewardship and sustainability. This is a strategic include lowering greenhouse gas emission, improving biodiversity, and conserving water to protect environment. The number 5 is a management of integrated pests. IPM. IPM is a core policy that minimizes the use of chemicals by promoting the use of ecological method for pest management. Number 6 is stakeholder collaboration to guarantee affordability, carefully create and track budgets, evaluate expenses and savings, and decide on long-term maintenance. Number 7 is a maintenance level alignment, enhance landscapes to meet sustainable UNA service criteria by reducing maintenance requirement. And number 8 is consistent review and update to ensure effectiveness and relevance. The LMP is regularly reviewed and updated to reflect new information, technology, and community objective. And number 9 is future-oriented planning, which is consider long-term maintenance need in new developments and create specialized plan like a tree management plan to ensure sustainability. Thank you.
The UNA currently manages community green space landscapes within 5 residential neighborhoods at UBC: Chancellor Place, East Campus, Hampton Place, Horton Place, and Westbrook Place. Firstly is the lawn. It has a maintenance level 2. The total area of the lawn is 5,771 meters square, which is 61% of total managed landscape. The description is the mown grass areas along streets, boulevards, medians, and traffic circles, maintained to a groomed standard, neat, orderly appearance with healthy turfs. Second is the manicured planting bed. It has a maintenance level 1 and 2. Level 1 is well groomed, which consists of 1,416 meters square, which is 15%. Level 2 is groomed, 290 meters square, which is only 3%. The description will be the formal planting beds, including boxwood hedges at neighborhood entrance, and traffic circles. Ornamental beds requiring intensive pruning to maintain geometric shapes.
Hi, I'm Aida. So we're moving on to the chapter sections 5.0. Let's look at the key landscape features and current maintenance note for Hampton's Place. As UBC's oldest residential area, complete in 1989, the neighbourhood has a highly established and mature landscape character. Because of this maturity, it requires less intensive initial setup care compared to newer development. So when looking at the physical layout, Hampton Place features two former gateways as Westburg Mall and West 16th Avenue, both of which are kept as consistently high maintenance standards of level 1 to 2. Defining features of these areas is prominent boxwood age. These require meticulous, careful pruning to preserve their complex, maze-like geometric formations. Finally, it is worth noting that unlike some other development, Hampton Place operates with minimal water features as it currently lacks of ornamental water element. Okay, while the current landscape management plans establish a solid baseline, our group identify 6 critical gaps during our evaluations. First, there is a distant lack of climate change preparedness. The plan failed to provide emergency protocol or contingency plans for extreme weather events such as windstorm or sudden irrigation bans. Secondly, we observe a less detailed implementation framework. There are no clear phase timelines or deadlines specific to Hampton Place. Furthermore, a finding gap exists because the high maintenance areas rely entirely on UBC property trust subsidies without the strategy for self-sustaining funding. Third, there is a lack of resident engagement, which creates an equity blind spot. Failing to find ways to reduce intensive maintenance could disproportionately impact marginalized group of communities such as seniors. Okay. Fourth, regarding financial monitoring, the plans suffer from ignored inflation. These budget estimates are locked into 2023 values with no adjustment mechanism for rising material or labor costs. Fifth, there is a design implementation misalignment, specifically concerning tree management. The plan differs specific tree guidelines for a future tree management plan. This delay poses a significant risk of inconsistent care for Hampton Place aging canopy. And finally, we found an accountability gap criticized by poor enforcement policies that actually reduce non-compliance penalty for maintenance provider when violation occur. Okay, to address these critiques directly, we propose 5 strategic recommendations to improve the plan's long-term viability. First, we recommend introducing a Hampton Place specific appendix. This will provide explicit, timeless, dedicated budget allocation and a localized residents engagement plan that respect the neighborhood's historical and aesthetic value. Second, the UNA must define quantifiable ecological target. Specifically, we recommend setting a target to increase native plant coverage by 20% in Hampton Place by 2026 and reducing irrigation water use by 30% by 2025. Third, we suggest integrating equity-based planning tools. Conducting accessibility audits and social impact assessment will ensure the management practice to do cause unintended harm to vulnerable resident groups. And fourth, we propose establishing a climate emergency fund alongside a clear emergency protocol. This will ensure the team has immediate drought response strategy, windstorm damage contingencies, and robust communication procedure ready to deploy. Lastly, the bridge To bridge accountability gap, we recommend creating independent monetary system and public scorecard session, introducing external performance audit and publishing an annual public report card will significantly enhance transparency and rebuild resident trust.
Conclusion for this study is actually to manage the public landscapes in its areas, which is the University Neighbourhoods Association, the UNA, has enacted a true landscape management plan. The strategy strikes a compromise between short-term demands and long-term community involvement, financial accountability and environmental care. The plan's gradual execution and frequent evaluation guarantee an efficient response to regional and worldwide issues, which will guaranteeing the sustainability and caliber of the local landscapes. Thank you.